hello, friends. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. And we're back with another week here at Vaughn Radio, another week of the Drive Time program. Hello. An exciting show today. Very exciting for many reasons. First reason, it's a short week, right? It's a short week. It's short but sweet this week. Second reason, Tino's back, everybody. Tino.
Yeah.
He is back. That's right. And the third reason why today's program is so exciting is that we are live on all our channels at the same time on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitch, on everything. Every channel, we are now live. And in a moment, I can share with you the various ways to connect and join us and say hello. And we'll have a great interactive program today. Coming up, our trending top, we're going to talk a bit about Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man, is trying his hand, or I guess I should say trying his feet at football. He's decided to try out with Dortmund in the German league. We'll take a look at that and see how that went as he went to a practice the other day. Also, live long and prosper. Yes, Leonard Nimoy, Spock, was born on this day in 1931. We'll have a look at the life of Spock. How about that? A little bit of our history there coming up. Grammar, pronunciation. Oh my gosh, lots to cover, lots to talk about. Let's get things started. My name is Kyle Millar, and welcome to Drive Time.
Tengo unas ganas locas. Welcome to Drive Time with Kyle Millar.
All right, everybody, welcome to the program. And today we are debuting, estrenando some new technology. Ooh, very exciting. Oh, yes, very, very exciting technology today. You can follow today's show on YouTube. Now, I've been doing a show on YouTube for quite some time, but on another channel. Today on the Vaughn channel. It's called Aprende Inglés con Vaughan.
Divinamente.
Claro. Aprende Inglés con Vaughan is the channel. Aprende Inglés con Vaughn, V-A-U-G-H-A-N, Vaughan, on YouTube. You can follow us there. You can interact, and I welcome your interaction there. We're also on Twitch, twitch.com, and our name is Vaughn Time, twitch.com/Vaughn Time. We're also, we're on Periscope, right, which is Twitter. You can find us there at Grupo Vaughn on Twitter. So we're streaming. We're all over the place. We're all over the internet. And of course, for our first section, we'll go back to my own channel for a little interaction, as always, with today's Twitter translation.
Twitter translation.
Tweet. Yes, the Twitter translation. Now, the way this works, I'm going to give you a sentence. Yo en español, tú pues en inglés, no? I'm going to give it to you in English, and we'll give you 30 minutes, 30 minutos, because we're generous, right? We're generous. A half an hour to come up with the correct translation.
Gracias.
Now, Tino, if people want to participate, how can they find me on Twitter?
Tweet Kyle at I'm Kyle Millar, o lo que viene siendo IM Kile Millar.
Lo que viene siendo. That's right. I'm Kyle Millar is the name on Twitter, and you can write in and tell me how to say the following. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? No te guardo rencor. Mucho mejor. Claro que sí. No te guardo rencor, Tino. No te guardo rencor. No. Do you know that one, Tino? Do you know that one? In English, I took a very advanced translation list, and I went to the end. I pushed it, right, to the limit. It's not an easy sentence. So write in, tell me what that is. Let me know how to say that in English. We'll talk about it a little bit later on. Hey, speaking of translation, why don't we go ahead and take a step into the warm-up gym?
The warm-up gym.
Yes, the warm-up gym, everybody. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind everybody that you can join us in the chat today on YouTube, right? YouTube. And the channel right now is called Aprende Inglés con Vaughan. Aprende Inglés con Vaughan.
Oh, qué bonito.
Yeah, I know. It's a very nice channel. Anyway, let's get things started with a little bit of translation. Okay, en voz alta, number 1. Hablemos de ellos. Let's talk about them. Hablemos de ellos. Let's talk about them. Them. And we're not saying then. Entonces, no. Them. Let's talk about them. Number 2. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? What do you want me to tell you? ¿Qué quieres que te diga? What do you want me to tell you?
¡Pero qué guapetón!
Bueno. Mira el cuadro y dime lo que ves. Look at the picture and tell me what you see. Y dime lo que ves. Look at the picture and tell me what you see. We have some people starting to write in, by the way, on our YouTube feed here today. People are writing in. We have Auxi Chavez says, hello. Valentino, our good friend Valentino is there, says, the Vaughn radio is the best radio to learn English, along with many more fascinating stuff. You could say many more fascinating things. Well, thank you, Valentino. Thank you very much for your comment. And people can participate live in today's show as we are streaming on YouTube, Aprende Inglés con Vaughan. We're also streaming live on Twitter via Periscope, Twitch, Facebook. We're everywhere. We're everywhere, Tino. We're all over the place. Me alegro. I'm glad. Okay, number 4, número 4. Veo a un hombre montando a caballo. I see a man riding a horse. What do you see? Oh, I see a man riding a horse. Claro. Number 5. ¿Me puedes traer un clip? Can you bring me a paper clip? ¿Me puedes traer un clip? Hey, can you bring me a paper clip? Can you bring me a paper clip? We don't just say un clip. In English, we say a paper clip. Can you bring me? Me traes. Me puedes traer. Can you bring me? Traer aquí. Bring it here, take it there, right? Bring it here, take it there. Okay. Number 6. No soy tan alto como él. I'm not as tall as he is. No soy tan alto como él. Auxi says, Kyle, you go a little bit fast. Que voy muy deprisa, ¿no? Pero un poquito, ¿no? Do you think so, Tino? Maybe. Well, thank you, Auxi. I appreciate it. I will slow down. Tariq says, hello, Kyle. Long time no see. Which is a way of saying, hace tiempo que no te veo. Yeah, it's been a while since we have seen each other. Tariq, our friend, writing in. Hello, Tariq. Cool to see you there. Remember, we are live in our chat today. Yes. We have people writing coming in through Periscope as well. As he or as he is? Okay, no soy tan alto como él. I'm not as tall as he is. Yeah, I'm not as tall as he is. You could also say, I'm not as tall as him. Right? I'm not as tall as him. Or I'm not as tall as he is. Okay? And that one came in from through Periscope, one of our listeners here. Very nice. Lots of ways to interact. So get in the chat. Join the fun here. Join the party. All right. Number 7 is good advice for me. Mantén la espalda recta. Keep your back straight. Mantén la espalda recta. Keep your back straight. This is good advice. But it's interesting also, in Spanish, you say keep la espalda, essentially the back. But in English, we use possessives, right? So I'll say keep your back straight. I keep my back straight. Me duele el brazo. We say my arm hurts. In Spanish, you'd say the arm hurts. But in English, it's like saying, es como decir, me duele mi brazo. Aunque en español se dice el brazo, claro. But in English, yeah, we tend to use the possessives more often when we talk about our body, for example. Hey, it's our old friend Dudonel. He writes in and says, "Hello, Mr. Kyle. I follow you wherever you are." Ah. Were you the guy when I was coming down the street behind me? No. Thank you, Dudonel. Cool to have you there. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's enjoying the new technology today. Okay, vamos a seguir un par más. Bueno, 3 más, ¿vale? Okay, 3 more. ¿Sabías que esto iba a ocurrir? ¿Lo sabías, Tino? Did you know it? Right? Did you know it was going to happen? ¿Sabías? Did you know?
Sabes.
Espero que sí. Did you know it was going to happen? Okay. Let's do 2 more. Oí algo, pero no sabía qué era. I heard something, but I didn't know what it was. Oí algo, pero no sabía qué era. Okay, 1 more. Mis ideas son parecidas a las tuyas. My ideas are similar to yours. My ideas are similar to yours. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Vamos a hacer uno más, Tino. Let's do 1 more because we're generous.
Sí.
All right. But what we're going to do, we'll do 1 more, but let's get people to write in on our chat. Responder aquí, ahí en el chat, right? You can write in on the chat. You can write in through Twitter. I will see it all. Through Twitter, and I will see it through this Periscope thing. Through Facebook, right? Through Facebook, through YouTube, and I will answer you in just a moment, okay? The translation sentence is, estaban volando por encima de las nubes. All right. ¿Cómo se dice eso en inglés? Estaban volando por encima de las nubes. Let me know how to say that. We're going to take a short break from that. We'll come back in just a moment. But what I want to do is take a look at something that people are talking about in the online world, everybody. I'm talking about our trending topic. Trending topics. All right, everybody. Trending topic, Usain Bolt. Remember him? The world's fastest man, one of the greatest Olympians of all time. Usain Bolt is in the news. Not because of his sprinting, but because he has decided to train, and he attended a training session with Dortmund, right? Borussia Dortmund invited him. This is a German football team, by the way. Invited him to train, and he has decided after the training session a few days ago, he's decided that he wants to pursue a professional career in football. So it's not just something that he's doing on a whim, right? Without any plan, just for a one-time thing. Usain Bolt wants to become a professional football player. He had a 58-minute training session, so basically an hour. It attracted 1,500 fans, 30 cameramen, so a camera crew with 30 people, or 30 different camera crews, I suppose, 137 journalists, and 1.2 million people watching. And he said, well, I'm going to go and give it a try. I'm going to see what I think. He said, I wanted to show the world, after the session, he said, I wanted to show the world that it is possible. I want to be able to play for a team in one of Europe's top 5 leagues, he says. So he was with the team for 2 days, and afterwards he said, I really enjoyed these 2 days. He said, I have to admit it was tiring. I'm not used to running for so long. Of course, Usain Bolt is a sprinter, right? He runs sprints. He runs for 10 seconds or even less, the way he runs. So he admitted that it was challenging for him. It was tough for him to run for a full hour. And he said that he admitted that it was Dortmund's Mario Götze who had broken his heart when they scored the World Cup winning goal in the 2014 final against Argentina, which is the nation that Bolt supports in football. But he's excited to try, so I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he'll make it? Will Usain Bolt? Comment in the chat if you want. Can Usain Bolt make a professional career as a football player? I don't think he can do it because I think he's probably... I don't think he can do it. I don't think he can do it because he's not built for it, right? He doesn't have the stamina. He'll have to train in a very different way, but who knows? Okay, anyway, let's move on, folks. That is today's trending topic. People are talking about that in the online world. And let's take a look. People are writing in. Oh my gosh, we have people writing in our chat here. Although I can't seem to scroll up and down, but that's all right. Hey, you can't have it all, right? You can't have it all, Rob. I can't get this thing to scroll, but a lot of people are writing in. We have Leonardo, we have Valentino, Dudonel. Leonardo, a couple of times. The sentence I said was, ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? How do you say in English? How do you say in English? Estaban volando por encima de las nubes. Estaban volando por encima. Por encima. And you're right. People have the right answer. They were flying. Well, Leonardo says they were flying up on the skies. Las nubes? They were flying above. They were flying above the clouds. Yes. On top of the clouds, says Dudonel. Leonardo also, but let's try above. Por encima, right? We say above. They were flying, estaban volando por encima. They were flying above the clouds. And a couple people have the right answer here as well. So great job. They were flying above the clouds. And yes, you can join us today on YouTube. You can join us on Facebook, right? YouTube, Aprende Inglés con Vaughan. On Facebook at Grupo Vaughan. Twitter, Grupo Vaughan. We're also on Twitch at Vaughn Time. We are very much on the air. Yes, we are indeed. Okay, everybody, let's push forward, shall we? Why don't we go ahead? Because I think it's time for... What are we going to do, Tino? How about a little bit of vocabulary? Let's do that. Now, it's officially spring, right, Tino? So Tino, I know he had a week off, and he spent a lot of his time cleaning, limpiando su casa. He said, Kyle, I came in, I said, Tino, how are you? And he said, llevo toda la semana limpiando mi casa. And I said, well, tengo unas ganas locas. Yeah, exactly. So I thought, let's consider some cleaning vocabulary because it's a nice thing to do, spring cleaning, right? Enjuagar los platos. Hay que hacerlo, huh? Enjuagar is to rinse. Now, this is something you hopefully don't just do once a year. You got to rinse your plates, right? Los platos enjuagar. Que no quede espuma. 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 In English, we could say suds. or foam, or also suds. When we talk about soap, we say soap suds, S-U-D-S. Okay, now, no hace falta usar tanto detergente. Detergente. This can be detergent, cleaning detergent, or washing up liquid as well. The British like to use that one, washing up liquid. Paño de cocina. El paño de cocina. We call this the dish towel. Dish towel, or sometimes the tea towel. Tea towel, dish towel. Suavizante. Do you use that, Tino? Nice bit of suavizante. Softener, right? Fabric softener, everybody. Suavizante. So it turns out suave, nice and soft. Así nos gusta. Yes. Now, you can also hang out your clothes. After you wash the clothes, you can hang them up, colgar, to hang them up to dry. Or some people put them outside the house. You know, outside, like if you have a patio or a backyard, you can hang your clothes outside to hang out the laundry, the clothes, right? I remember my mother always doing this at home, hanging them outside on the clothesline. So to hang them outside, es tender la ropa, no? To hang out the clothes, to hang it out on the clothesline. Now, it's also good. I find in my house in Madrid, I get a lot of dust, right? Polvo. So you have to go with your feather duster para quitar el polvo, right? You do dusting. You dust with what we call the plumero. You say plumero. In English, we say a feather duster. Feather duster, right? Let's see. We also have the la fregona, which I understand is a Spanish invention, right? The mop. M-O-P, mop. Mop. We don't say mope. We say mop. Mop. La fregona. Cubo y fregona. Cubo y la fregona would be the mop and bucket, we say. And then you also have the verb to sweep. Es barrer. Barrer el suelo, right? To sweep. Sweep. There you go. To sweep up the floor. To sweep with a broom. All right. Oh, one more thing. La aspiradora. We can call the vacuum cleaner. And there's a very popular brand, which is Hoover. So a lot of people say, well, we were hoovering it up, right? Vacuuming it up with a vacuum cleaner. There you go. All right, we have an explosion of life in our chat here. So we'll finish with our vocabulary there and take a look. We have people writing in. What about sponge? Esponja, claro, sponge. Nice one, Dudonel. Maria Pilar's there. Hey, Maria Pilar, how are you? Writing in again, one of our regular viewers on the YouTube chats and so on. Hello, Maria. And yes, yeah, we could say to take for granted, o dado por sentado, dar por hecho, to take for granted. Exactly. Now, Valentino writes in. Valentino says, hi, Kyle, I saw in a grammar book that above is different from over. They say above is for a more stable position. Well, we could say above, it's like por encima de. Over. Okay, so you have over and above. I would say that over involves being in a vertical plane, like my left hand is over my right hand. But if my left hand has a higher altitude, if I have a higher altitude, then I am above. Like when I'm on the metro, I'm standing in a crowd. Because I'm tall, my eyes are above a lot of people, so I can see very far in a crowd because my eyes are above them. But I'm not over them. I'm not vertically encima. So there we have that slight difference, but we're kind of rizando el rizo, splitting hairs a little bit here, right? Maria says, what a good job, or what a good, and then she has some smiley faces, so I hope that's a good thing. I suppose it is. Lots of people writing in, and we appreciate your participation as we are live today on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, the whole thing. We're live everywhere. We're going to take a short break, though. I need a quick one. We'll be back in just a few minutes with plenty more, including the response to our Twitter translation. Como se dice en inglés, no te guardo rencor. We'll look at that and much more right after this, so don't touch that dial.
Cursos trimestrales de Vaughan, un curso a su medida con los mejores profesores y el método más eficaz. Clases de 6 alumnos como máximo durante 3 meses en un horario totalmente flexible a elegir entre 1 y 2 clases semanales.
Ahora es el momento. Apúntate a nuestros cursos trimestrales 100% método Vaughan. Clases 100% orales en grupos reducidos. Todos los niveles. Así que no pierdas ni un segundo más e infórmate ahora en el 91-133-5833 o en grupovaughan.com.
¿Y a ti? ¿Se te hace cuesta arriba el inglés? Clases 100% método Vaughan para todos los niveles que te darán el empujón que necesitas para vencer todas tus dificultades con el idioma. Más información en el 91-133-5833 o en grupovaughan.com.
A 200 metros gire a la derecha. Después en la rotonda tome la segunda salida y habrá llegado a un nivel de inglés C1.
Olvida los atajos que no funcionan. Si este año quieres dar un buen impulso a tu nivel de inglés, tu destino es Vaughan Town, un lugar único en España donde aprenderás de verdad. 6 días en un entorno 100% angloparlante que equivalen a 500 horas de clase. Vivirás el inglés con multitud de actividades que te ayudarán a desarrollar tus capacidades y mejorar tu inglés en todos los terrenos. Ponte en marcha, te estamos esperando. Las plazas son limitadas. Llama ahora al 91-133-5833 o entra en grupovaughan.com. Empower your English. Empower yourself. Ya no hace falta que exageres tu nivel de inglés. Con el método Vaughan es posible mejorar de verdad porque nuestros profesores te retan y acompañan para que obtengas los resultados que buscas. Apúntate ahora a nuestros cursos trimestrales y vive una nueva experiencia de aprendizaje con los profesores Vaughan. Apúntate ahora. Llama al 91-133-5833.
Momento Kiri.
1, 2, 3. Yo no soy un marinero.
Tin, tin, tin. Yo no soy un marinero.
Soy un capitán.
Soy un capitán. ¿Por qué estamos cantando tan mal? Da igual, no lo sé, porque tenemos voces horribles. Pero. Lo importante aquí es, efectivamente, nosotros en inglés, cuando nos referimos a nuestras profesiones, a lo que nos dedicamos, hemos siempre de emplear el artículo. Yo digo, I am a teacher. Nunca diría, I am teacher.
Okay.
Suena rarísimo en inglés. Y por eso hemos puesto el ejemplo de esa canción tan chula. ¿Vale? Yo no soy un marinero, diríamos nosotros. Soy un capitán. I'm not a sailor, I'm a captain.
Okay.
¿Vale? Soy marinero.
I'm a sailor.
Soy capitán.
I'm a captain.
Soy cocinero.
I'm a cook.
Eso es I'm a. Eso es lo que hay que asimilar, ¿vale? Soy camarero.
I'm a waiter or waitress.
Soy camarera, sí. I'm a waitress. Soy camarera. Camarera.
I'm a waitress.
Soy ingeniero.
I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
No, engineer.
Engineer.
Eso es. I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
Ahí tenemos, claro, una profesión que empieza con vocal y por eso hemos de utilizar an. I'm an engineer. Dilo tú.
I'm an engineer.
Muy bien. Siobhan.
I'm an engineer.
Muy bien, Siobhan. Nadie sabe que Siobhan está aquí, pero sí está.
La radio que te entretiene, te acompaña, la radio que te enseña. Esto, lo que escuchas, es Vaughan Radio Madrid, 100.4 FM. Los cursos trimestrales de Vaughan son ideales para gente que necesita resultados a medio plazo y a un precio asequible. Descúbrelos en grupovaughan.com. Los cursos trimestrales te ofrecen este programa.
Hello, everybody. We're back. We're back. In fact, I didn't go anywhere. We've been here the whole time. I've been sitting right here. Tino's there. Rob is there. We never left, but we're back on the air, let's say, here on we're on Twitch, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're everywhere. We're everywhere. Y no cuesta nada. Isn't this great? It's completely free. So you have no excuse not to see what's going on in our wonderful studio here in Madrid. And we have people watching and listening from all over the place. Our Twitter translation today, I'll get to this in just a moment. I'll give you a few more minutes. No te guardo rencor was the sentence today. We'll have a look at that. But first, let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit of pronunciation. What did you say?
I speak Spanish.
No, I speak Spanish.
I speak Spanish.
No, I speak Spanish.
I speak Spanish.
Very good.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation, everybody. Today we're going to talk about adventures in Portugal. Yes, adventure. The TU sound. Chew. We don't say adventure. Adventure? No. Portugal? No. Portugal. Adventure. So the TU sound in English is pronounced like a chew. Como masticar, to chew. At Portugal, chew. So we have adventure. Okay, so let's practice a few words. I'll say the word and you can repeat after me. Okay. Agriculture. Creature. Culture. So remember, we're not saying tur. No, we're saying chew. Culture. Expenditure. Feature. Fortune. Future. Gesture. Maduro. Mature. Mixture. Una mezcla. A mixture. Agriculture. Capture. Fracture. Lecture. Right? All of these words. Every time we have the TU, it's chew. So I want you to practice that sound. And little by little, you will gain fluency pronouncing the word. It's really a question of your ear. It's a question of hearing it, right? The more you listen to English, the more you listen to certain sounds, the more you're going to become accustomed to them and incorporate them into your own speech as well. All right, let's take a look at what people are saying. We have a lot of interaction here. Our Twitter translation, ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? No te guardo rencor. And Maria says, I don't hold grudges. Ooh, that's a good word, grudge. Yeah. And Jesus says, although I guess Quentin Tarantino won't agree. Showing the scene from Kill Bill there. Now, I hold no grudge against you, says Raquel. Yeah, I hold no grudge. But instead of I hold no grudge, how about I don't hold a grudge against you? I don't hold a grudge against you. A nice philosophy to achieve happiness, says Jesus. Very cool. I don't hold a grudge. I don't hold you a grudge. Cuidado. Dana, no, I don't hold a grudge against you. To hold a grudge against someone. Jaime, our dentist friend, is there with his little pinganillo. Now, be careful if you're operating on someone's tooth now, Jaime, not to lose focus and drill too far in or something, right? He says, I wait your program every day, like agua de mayo. Well, you can say, I look forward to. Esperar con ilusión, to look forward to. I look forward to your show every day. Very good.
Fantástico.
Me alegro. I'm glad. Jaime, thank you. I don't hold a grudge, says Juan Ramon. Clay is there. I don't hold a grudge, or I don't bear you any grudge. Okay. I don't hold a grudge. Welcome back, Tino, says Catalina. Yes, we missed Tino. It's true. I don't harbor any grudge. Okay, it's a little formal, but okay. I don't hold a grudge against you. And our friend Saeed is there from from Morocco. Writing in from Casablanca, it's Said, everybody. Beatriz, Carme, Joaquin, Juan Antonio, David, Eduardo, Patricia. My gosh, I don't hold grudges. That's a good way to be. All right, thank you for your participation, everyone. We have a lot of people writing in the chat as well, and also on Facebook. And so many people writing in. Yolanda, hello, Yolanda. Mohammed is there too. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Mohammed. Edison says hi. And lots of people enjoying our stream today. Lots of great ways to connect. And Ana Maria says, yes, I enjoy myself. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself today. Me too. Okay, let's move on, everybody, and take a look at our expression of the day. Expression of the day. Our expression of the day today is a good one. It is to ride shotgun. Shotgun. Escopeta. No? But to ride shotgun is to travel in the front passenger seat of a vehicle. To ride shotgun. This is one that I used to use when I was a kid a lot, or a teenager. When one of your friends is driving, and a few friends are going somewhere, you go to get in the car, and we used to, what we would call calling shotgun. When you're walking towards a car, someone would say shotgun, and that would mean that they were entitled to sit in the front passenger seat of the car. So to ride shotgun means to ride in the front seat of the car, the front passenger seat, to ride shotgun. And this idea goes back to the old days of stagecoaches, right? You're traveling in the Wild West with horses and a stagecoach, like un carrito, no? Would you say that, un carrito, Tino, crossing the Wild West in Arizona? Un carro. Like our friend Manolo Escobar says, un carro, mi carro. Anyway, back when stagecoaches existed as the primary means of transportation, the cowboys would be going across the West, and someone could try to rob them. So it was custom to have the person driving the horses, controlling the horses, and then you had a security guy carrying a shotgun, riding in the front to look out for people coming to maybe steal from them or whatever. And that person would be what they call riding shotgun. So there you go. And that's the origin of our expression today, our expression of the day. Now, I know you like history, right? I know you, if you're anything like me, you're a history buff, and I know Tino enjoys this as well. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at our next section where we go back a few years and have a look at 1931 on a section we call Today in History. Okay. We've lost our jingle, everybody, but that's fine. We're gonna carry on, and we're gonna talk today about Leonard Nimoy. Remember him? Leonard Nimoy, yes. The actor, of course, a key character for a lot of people young and old during the 1960s and 70s and beyond. He was born on this day in 1931. Of course, most famous for his role as Captain Spock, right? Spock from Star Trek. Now, the TV series had been a cult, what they call a cult phenomenon for decades. And the franchise covers, it spans, of course, it covers a wide range of spin-offs, including games, novels, toys, and comics. And it even has its own type of fans called Trekkies, right? Star Trek fans are called Trekkies. And the science fiction series debuted, estrenó. It debuted in the United States in 1966. with Leonard Nimoy alongside William Shatner and others as lead characters. And originally, it only lasted, get this, it only lasted 3 seasons at first and 79 episodes, and it was canceled due to low audience numbers. But then it developed what they call a cult following, a cult status, where people started to watch repeats and request repeats of the show, request old episodes to air again. And so eventually they brought it back. And they went on to produce 4 more series, like Star Trek The Next Generation, which was hugely popular in the 1990s. Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and then a whole load of Star Trek movies, of course. But yes, one of the key characters from the original version, Leonard Nimoy, Captain Spock, right? Born on this day in 1931. And there you have it. Okay. Hey, why don't we push forward? Why don't we go ahead and take a look at a common mistake?
I have the reason.
No. I'm right.
The people is crazy.
No. People are crazy.
I have 30 years.
No, I am 30 years old.
Common mistakes.
All right, everybody, common mistake. Our common mistake today. Have you a car? Someone wrote in and said and asked me a question with this structure recently. Kyle, have you a car? And I say, no. You must say, do you have a car? ¿Tienes coche? Do you have a car? We don't say, have you a car? No, do you have? Now, we have this great debate. People say, but you can also say, have you got a car? So I have a pen in my hand. I have a pen. I've got a pen. Perfect. But in the question, we could say, have you got a pen? Or do you have a pen? But we never say, have you a pen? But I strongly recommend the simple structure, do you have? Do you have? And if you use this structure, the reason I recommend it is because it's simpler for you. It makes your life easier because you're treating the verb to have like any other verb. I have a pen. I don't have a pen. Do I have a pen? I walk to work. I don't walk to work. Do I walk to work? I eat at home. I don't eat at home. Do I eat at home? It's behaving like any other regular verb, other than the verb to be, right? It's behaving like a regular, it's conjugating and behaving grammatically like any other verb. So I recommend this structure. If you go with the have you got structure, it's perfectly fine. Have you got a pen? Perfectly fine. But it doesn't work in other tenses. We can't say, yesterday, had you got a pen? No. I have a pen. I don't have a pen. Do I have a pen? Yesterday, I had a pen. I didn't have a pen. Did I have a pen? So grammatically, it's behaving just like any other verb. So I would recommend that structure. But the common mistake that I hear all the time, I hear this a lot, is the have you a pen? So you have to avoid that, right? Have you a pen? We never say that. All right, let's check in here for a moment and see what people are saying. We have people writing in. Aralina says, hi, Kyle. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you too. And she's writing in through YouTube. We are live on YouTube today. I'll just remind everybody they can connect Aprende Inglés con Vaughan. Aprende Inglés con Vaughan on YouTube. You can also find us on Twitter, right, at Grupo Vaughan. You can also find us on Facebook, Grupo Vaughan. And we're also on Twitch today. For all you Twitch fans out there, Vaughn time. Good time. The best time of the day, right? Vaughn time. Okay. But lots of people writing in, and I thank you for your comments. Dudonel, I don't bear you no malice. Now, you have a double negative, Dudonel. Be careful. Cuidado. Bear you no malice. It sounds very epic. But yeah, no te guardo rencor. We could say, I don't hold a grudge against you. All right. And people are writing in also on my own Twitter. Fran Javier says, ¿Puedes decir, o bien, I wait for your possessive adjective, your program? Yeah, I am waiting for your program. El programa tuyo. That program of yours is very good, but I'm waiting for your program. Right? We can't say I'm waiting for yours program. Right? You don't put the possessive adjective before. Right? I'm waiting for your program. Not yours program. And he says, yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to you on the program. Exactly. Esperar con ilusión. And that's correct. We had a little chat about that earlier. Esperar con ilusión, to look forward to. So we've talked about this before, the idea of looking forward to something. So it's like esperar con ganas, con deseo, con ilusión, no? To look forward. I'm looking forward to, followed by the ing always, right? The noun or the ing. Okay. Let's push forward, everybody. I want to talk about something really weird. Some weird stuff. I'm talking about our weird news. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for today's Weird News. Weird news, everybody. Weird news. And I hope everybody's watching online. We are streaming live today. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, the whole thing. We're all here. We're live. All right, let's take a look at our weird news. Our story comes from my home city, everybody. It comes from Canada. It comes from Halifax, where a $5 tortoise has become a legend, has become an icon. Now, a tortoise is like a big turtle, basically. And this is the story of a big turtle that has become a mascot. Now, be careful, because the word mascot is not the same as mascota. Mascota in Spanish is a pet. But a mascot is a pet that is sort of belongs to a community or a team, right? The team mascot. You have like the Detroit Tigers, and their mascot is a tiger. Okay? But yes, and this story goes back a long time, because tortoises, right? These turtles, las tortugas, viven muchos años, right? They live a long, long time. And this is the story of Gus, the tortoise, who has lived in the city of Halifax in Canada for 75 years. Now, Gus is now 95 years old. Slow moving, but that's in his nature. And he's been sitting fairly idle without moving much for the last few years because he is getting old. But Gus is a turtle that is a pet, or I can say the mascot of the Nova Scotia Museum of Natural History, and has been there for more than 7 decades. And they say as time goes on, or has gone on, he's become more and more of a fixture here at the museum. This is according to a guy named Jeff Gray, who is the curator of the museum. His life and legend grows with the years. Having lived in the museum for more than 75 years, Gus has become a mascot of sorts for the popular museum in Halifax, Nova Scotia, in eastern Canada. And this tortoise came from an egg about the size of a golf ball in the southern United States in the 1920s. And about 20 years later, the former museum director, a guy named Don Crowdis, bought the tortoise for $5 from a reptile vendor in Florida. So this guy, he works at a museum in Canada. He's, on holiday, I suppose, in Florida, traveling around, and he sees, hey, a tortoise, a turtle, I'm going to buy it for $5. Now, that's actually kind of expensive in the 1920s, right? So now Gus is a gopher tortoise. His mouth kind of strains a little bit as he eating berries, one of his favorite things. In 1952, he was named after a young boy who was fascinated by the reptile, John Augustus Gillen. So they named him after the boy and they called him Gus. And generations of people who visited the museum goers, museum visitors, museum goers, we can say, have enjoyed Gus's company. And he has recently won, he's in the news right now because Gus, the turtle, has recently won a prestigious award from the provincial government in Canada, in Nova Scotia. The Order of Nova Scotia. Now, the Order of Nova Scotia says that nominees must be a Canadian citizen, but it does not rule out the citizen being a tortoise, apparently. So they've decided to give this award to Gus the tortoise, who now holds birthday parties every year. They hold a birthday party for Gus the tortoise on the second Sunday of August every year, and Gus is now 95 years old. So, wow, we'll have to check back and maybe check in August to make sure that Gus is doing okay, as he will turn 96 this year. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like these sorts of traditions. All right. We just have a couple minutes left, but you know what I want to do is take a look at a very short reading, something we do call the paragraph of the day.
Paragraph of the day.
All right, it's time for our paragraph of the day, everybody. We do one of these, not every day, no todos los días, pero de vez en cuando, right? As we like to say, every once in a while. And we're going to have a look at a paragraph today that goes as following. It goes as follows, I should say. Okay. Though certain people are born with a tendency towards extreme shyness, this doesn't mean that some people are biologically destined to be shy. Research has shown that by 16 weeks of age, babies display a predisposition towards shyness or boldness. Yet some shy babies become outgoing children and adults, as adults, and some extroverted babies become shy, even socially phobic, as adults. Did you get that? Aunque algunas personas nacen con una tendencia a la timidez, although certain people are born with a tendency toward, we say, towards extreme shyness, this doesn't mean some people are biologically destined to be shy, right? Destinados a ser tímidos, destined to be shy. Research has shown that by 16 weeks of age, babies are biologically destined. By 16 weeks of age, babies display a predisposition towards shyness or boldness. La investigación ha mostrado que alrededor de las 16 semanas los bebés demuestran una predisposición hacia la timidez. They show a predisposition towards shyness or boldness. So to be bold, the opposite of shy. Sin embargo, yet, almost like saying however, yet, sin embargo, yet, some shy babies become outgoing children as adults, and some extroverted babies become shy or even socially phobic as adults. So basically, they're saying you can often tell from a young age, but there are always exceptions. It's kind of like learning grammar in English. There are always exceptions, right? All right, we're just about out of time for the show today. I want to thank you for listening. We're going to finish there. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stick around as I have another show to do. Inglés Online TVE is the program. I want to thank you for watching. We've been connected on YouTube today, on Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, Twitch, the whole thing. And you can join me in a few minutes And the channel for that program will be Inglés Online TVE. I hope you'll join me. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
¿Y a ti? ¿Se te hace cuesta arriba el inglés? Clases 100% método Vaughan para todos los niveles que te darán el empujón que necesitas para vencer todas tus dificultades con el idioma. Más información en el 91 133 583.